Ooh, are we live? Yes, we are live. Hi, legends. Finally, we have smashed all-time high. Ooh, like Mr. Crypto Big Brains has mentioned, we have now smashed all-time high. Currently, at the moment, we're still trading above, right? Can it hold? Can we see sustained momentum here to the upside? Or was this, a buy the rumor, sell the news type of event, okay? Donald Trump winning the elections. I mean, there's still counting that needs to take place, but there's no ways that he's not going to win, right? He's got the majority, and he's officially won the presidency. So well done to Mr. Donald Trump. Historical moment, not just, I think, for the world, but also for crypto, perhaps, right? He is pro-crypto. Let's see how this plays out. I'm not a real political person, okay? I don't actually care about politics, but I can see that the price has really reacted positively to what has happened over the last 24 hours. And as usual, I have been sleeping like a baby when the magic price action happened here to the upside. Right. So hopefully the markets will start shifting again where I can get into those nice juicy trades during the day when I am actually awake, and then the boring price action happens while I'm sleeping. Anyways, I did get into a successful short. Can you guys believe? You see this pump here to the upside? 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽𝗍, how on earth did you short this pump? Right, I will show you guys in a moment. I already took 60-70% of the profits. And right, if I get stopped out, I get stopped out as always at break even, okay, with profits in the bag, shorting this God candle here to the upside, right? Can be done. It can be done. You can short upwards momentum with good risk management, right? If you know which levels you are looking at. Let me say hi to the beautiful community over here. Not financial advice. Finally, 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽𝗍 is here to hold our hands. Thanks for joining the live stream. Appreciate the support. Irina, as always, thanks for joining. Appreciate you being here and the kind words. Promising them rise and shine, 𝗬𝗍𝘍𝗽𝗍. How do you do? I'm absolutely fantastic. Thanks for joining the stream. Arul, hi, Alisal. Okay, fast. Hello, 𝗬𝗍𝘍𝗽𝗍. Let's get the party on the road, right? We can discuss Bitcoin. We're going to look at some dominance. We're going to look at the USDT dominance. We can go through some altcoins. I see the altcoins. Ooh, altcoins are absolutely popping here to the upside, and dominance has not even dropped yet. So can you imagine when dominance drops? Ooh, when Bitcoin pumps while dominance drops, guys, you want to be there for that price action. You don't want to miss out. You want to stay awake. You want to live on Red Bull and take those trading opportunities, because we've been waiting for this moment for so long. And I can tell you guys now, you think you've seen some crazy price action from some of our favorite altcoins like ETH breaking out. Link absolutely parabolic here to the upside. Dogecoin, wow, what a move here from Dogecoin. The best performer from all the coins that I have here on my list so far. Filecoin, okay, it's struggling there with resistance, but I mean, it has broken this trend over here. Okay, it has broken the trend. And you want to catch, I always talk about catching the breakout before the breakout, okay? And it's currently, you can see we've got some resistance, diagonal resistance, and we also have this little resistance. So it's here at a crucial level. And I think if it's going to pop out here, it's most probably going to fly to the upside to at least come and claim these highs. So altcoins are doing absolute amazing things, and the dominance has not even dropped yet. Can you guys imagine? This is what I'm preparing my community for. Can you guys imagine when Bitcoin consolidates to the upside, boring price action, okay, and dominance starts crashing to the downside? Can you guys then imagine? You're going to see double digits from most of the altcoins almost every single day. Small, shallow corrections and massive pumps to the upside. Basically, like what happened here with Link, okay? You have this crawl here to the upside, okay? Short, small consolidation, a pump to the upside, now consolidating once again. I wouldn't be surprised if it forms a consolidation and it pumps, continuously just forming those consolidation areas for pumps to the upside. Right, I know that someone, excuse me, Someone yesterday in my stream said that they got into this link trade right over here. My word, congratulations. You are massively up here at the moment, and I think that's definitely a position that I will hold on to at least come and claim the highs. That's a 17% move to claim the highs to where we are now, almost 12%. So congratulations for that person that paid attention in class when I highlighted this trend and price was trading over here. Okay, this is when I highlighted. Keep an eye on link. I'm tracking this momentum. Want to play the breakout, okay, potential to come and claim the high, which it has now done. It has claimed this high and currently consolidating here at the 786. When you take a flip from this high to the low, you can see that's where we're getting the rejection, purely a technical level, and this is what I do for a living, day trading, technical levels. Okay, hence I also shorted Bitcoin right over here. Might call me batshit crazy, okay? But I will show you guys now why I shorted, how I managed my risk, where I took profits, and if I get stopped out, which looks like it's going to happen, then at least, you know, I get stopped out with profits in the bag, okay? Right, legends, smash up the like. Welcome to the live stream. Let's get the party on the road. Let's go here onto 15-minute time frame. Okay. As always, the stream is going to be packed with education, how to trade, how to manage risk, most importantly, and we will also look at some previous day setups that I spoke about that actually played out very well, very well. Okay, we will go and talk about this little structure over here. Okay, this little structure over here, we'll go talk about that structure. We did get the drop here to the downside, okay? After the two peaks, I said we're either going to get a third peak, okay, or it's going to roll over, right? And there was some bearish CVD building up. I think there was a little trend line. We can go and zoom into the smaller time frames. But I did, you know, I did mention numerous times, for those of you that did watch the stream, I said, I want us to target the lows over here, which we did. We literally tapped the lows slightly, like $2-3 above. Okay, you got the three-wave structure to the downside. I said, if I'm shorting in this zone, okay, let's go on to the 5-minute time frame. Let's talk about it right now. Okay. Price was trading. Let me see if I still have some analysis. Not really. I deleted all that analysis. Okay, but anyways, you guys get the point. Price was trading with the two peaks that we spoke about yesterday. Okay, and we were looking at this structure here from the low to the high, and we said, well, it has the possibility to roll over. This looks like a wave to the upside, okay? And it looked like it wanted to go and make a third peak and then maybe have the roll over. And then we just rolled over, but I said the short, either from this level or from this level, is a profit-taking area at this consolidation area. So we got the fall to the downside, and then all hell broke loose while I went to bed. Okay, this is where I got into bed after the live stream, and then we just pumped here to the upside, leaving me behind. Okay, I wanted to get into this long, and the easiest way to have gotten into that long, okay, guess, was the D-line strategy. Okay, right, you play the breakout, you put your stop below the low, easy peasy, right? You claim, you target the highs, you leave some of the position open for higher levels. Then what you do is, oh, wow, okay, another break of trend, okay? So you can add to your position or close your position, you know, depending on your trading strategy and the rules that you follow. And then it just absolutely rampaged here to the upside. Absolutely just insane. There was another D-line strategy, by the way. There was another D-line strategy over there. And on the Binance perpetual pair that I'm trading, this pivot did not take the high, but on most of the other exchanges, it actually took the high and it got a rejection back down. Okay, so I think Aiden inside of our Legends Pro community highlighted this breakout over here to come and take the high, which it did. Okay, so another successful trade in the bag highlighted by Mr. Aiden, absolutely on fire. Okay, cool, legends. remember, let me bring up YouTube over here. I need to just switch my accounts and go to 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽. I see 𝗬𝗍𝘆 is live. Okay, let's go to my YouTube channel. Down in the description. Okay, sorry, legends, I didn't have this prepared today. I closed my YouTube by mistake. But anyways, you guys get the deal. Down in the description under exchanges, come and trade with me. Use the links down in the description. It's your way to support the channel, but you also benefit from the lowest fees and biggest sign-up bonuses. Bluffing. The more you trade, more money gets airdropped into your future account. Beautiful, right? Weeks, 380,000, oh, 380,000, $380 bonus in 3 simple steps. Okay. Also, one of the exchanges with the lowest fees that I'm currently using, no KYC. Bybit, right? I'm also using Bybit. You still qualify for that airdropped position. By signing up, you get an $500 USD airdrop that you can trade with, and you get to keep the profits. And I think with this momentum here currently to the upside, it's absolutely insane. Right, and here is the selection of all the coins that you can choose from. Okay, and then lastly, 𝗞𝗍𝘂𝗿. Okay, still the exchange with the lowest fees in the market. Unfortunately, with Bybit and 𝗞𝗍𝘂𝗍, you have to verify yourself. So depending on where you are in the world, you know, we've got some options for you. If you can't use Bybit, we've got Bluffin. If you can't use Bluffin, we've got Weeks. If you want the lowest trading fees, you only qualify for these trading fees by using the link down in the description. And then if you want to join our Legends community, okay, there's a sexy video of myself and Andy when I was in Dubai. We've got the free section. We've got the pro section where myself and Andy do daily technical analysis, drop the setups that we plan to trade for the day, educate. There is research being dropped every single day. There's a DGen report, you know, and I think those things, that DGen report is going to become very hot, especially if dominance is going to start dropping. You want to be on top of the latest altcoin releases, coins that are going to release their tokens into the ecosystem, potential drops happening. So, you know, the DGen report provides all of that. Right. And also, Legends, I don't think a lot of people realize this. When you subscribe to the Legends Pro community for $97 a month, you also get access to Andy's masterclass. Okay. Where usually in the past you had to pay to get access to that masterclass, you now get access to the masterclass with your monthly subscription. Absolutely powerful masterclass that Andy put together. I know he's putting a more detailed Elliott wave course together at the moment. But he speaks about harmonics. He speaks about what is a candle, what is an exchange, you know, the basic stuff. What else? Volume strategy, swing failure strategy, advanced swing failure strategy, how you bring it all together. It's very powerful. So by joining the Legends Pro, you also get access to the master class. It's trading masterclass. It's in there, right? These are all the things you get. And the trading masterclass is definitely worth it. And I think it used to be charged at $997, which you now get as part of your monthly subscription. So definitely something you guys don't want to miss out on. Right. Ooh, still getting the pump here to the upside. And we're going to go and analyze this price action in a moment. Okay, we're going to go and analyze that. I do see the potential for higher levels over here. I will explain to you guys what I see over here. And first things first, okay, where did I short and why did I short? Okay, so definitely there were some nice trades here to the upside. Can take all of this out the way. So 𝗬𝗍𝘍𝗽, where did you short and why did you short? Early this morning when I woke up at 5 o'clock, I think it was about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, I came to sit in front of the charts and someone in the pro community, Mariella, are you here? I think it was Mariella asked me inside of the pro community, 𝗬𝗍𝘍𝗽, we need your help. We have broken all-time highs and we have no more resistance levels above. Okay, where can we possibly reject? For me, it was as simple as taking a fib extension from the low. Okay, I'm measuring this wave to the high over here, to the low, and you reverse it. And guess where 𝗬𝗍𝘍𝗽, okay? Guess, guys, guess where I shorted. Bam, right? Bam. The magic number, 1.618. Okay, I missed this pivot because I would have most likely shorted that pivot as well. But when I woke up, right, I saw the back test. Okay, price consolidated here. It came back up and it got momentum back below the level. This is where I entered on Bluffin. Okay, link down in the description. I entered a Bluffin trade over here and I rode the momentum all the way to the downside. And true as Bob, okay, there was a small consolidation area over here. I took, I think, around about 60 to 70% of my profits over here. Okay, and now my position is protected and I'm about to get stopped out. I think there's a high chance of me being stopped out there at the moment. I don't think we're going to call over unless we see some bearish CVD, which I don't see at the moment. So price is not showing any weakness at the moment. Let me just refresh this, make sure that it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. Yes, there's no bearish CVD. So momentum can definitely continue here to the upside, which is most probably going to raise some of the altcoins as well. I just want to close some of these tabs, using up the memory. Right, there we go. Cool. Let me go through some comments over here. Okay, this is where I shorted Legends, and I like to talk about trades that I've taken, not because I'm showing off, Legends. Please understand me. I'm not showing off with my trades. I don't need to show off with my trades. I just want you to know why I entered, where I entered, how I managed my risk, and where I took profits, so that when, you know, the pennies starts dropping for you and you're really good at technical analysis, you see the same price action playing out, you're using your fib extensions, okay, you know what to do. Right? It's about education. It's about teaching you how to enter these trades without getting scared, right? There was so much FOMO this morning. Donald Trump and the elections, and everyone was just going crazy. The altcoins are popping. Who on earth will based on the euphoric news and the happiness in the air, if I can call it that, think of shorting? Okay, I purely just focused on the technicals. My technical told me that this is a rejection level. Okay, and although the momentum is here to the upside, I can short this puppy over here with great risk management. I entered a short, I had my stop above glued to the low over there, and as soon as we moved down, you guys know the deal. I protect my position. That's what I do. Okay, why did I take, now you might ask yourself, but how did you know to take profits over here? Okay, I'll show you guys. So what I did is, there's two ways to calculate taking profits to the downside. The first way was for me to take a fib extension from the high to the low to the high. Okay, and you can see, I know that these targets are high corrective targets, high probable corrective targets. You have the 1-to-1, you have the 1.236, and you can see where we stopped exactly at the 1.382. So I took profits by the 1.236. Also, when you take another fib extension, let's take this one out the way, and I measured this correction to the downside. I wanted to see, well, this correction, how far can it go to the downside? And again, I took a fib extension from this pivot to the low, to the high. Where was the high? Round about there. Oh, can you guys see? I mean, how can you not close your position or take aggressive profits, especially when you see this at the 1.618? Okay, but I wanted to give the bears a chance. So I took profits. I didn't take all of it or close the position. But I mean, 1.618, 1.618, you guys get the deal. It's an absolute magic number. You usually get a reaction at these levels. So also great longing zone over here, okay? I mean, the risk management was absolutely insane. In hindsight, I should have actually entered a long over here, which I didn't. I actually played along somewhere else, right? So let me show you guys where I then entered a long. I was looking at, was it this trend over here? There we go. I think it was this one. Let me just go to the 1 minute. Yes. Yes, that's where I entered the long. Okay, so go back to the 5 minute, right? And I think this is also the trade that I highlighted on the Legends trading community. this morning to say, legends, I mean, keeping things simple, let's use the D-line strategy. Okay, beautiful breakout. Risk management is nice and tight. We're targeting the highs. And it looks like we're on our way to target the highs. But as always, you need to pay yourself as a trader on the way up, where you take a fib from the high to the low. And usually here by the 6.8, you can see we did get a rejection by the 0.618. That's usually where I take a little bit off the table. Okay, but it has the potential to come and claim the high right over here. Okay. Then you may ask yourself, well, why does it have the opportunity or the potential to come and claim the high over here? Okay, so I'm just getting more technical. I know I'm getting more technical over here, but I hope you guys are learning something in the process. So I can take this fib out the way, and now I'm looking at this structure, okay, on the 1 minute time frame. Can you believe 𝗬𝗍𝘆 is doing analysis on the 1 minute time frame, right? I saw this move. And it just really looked like a 5-wave structure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C. Guess where the ABC rejected? I'm going to give you guys one guess. When you take a fib extension, this is what I was watching. From the high to the low to the high. I mean, come on. 1.618 is a maximum retracement. Okay, for an impulse, that's your maximum target. And the fact that you left that little wiki week behind, I mean, come on, right? You just have to speculate that that's the low for now. It's worth taking the trade. The risk management is great. You can see the 5-wave structure over here, the ABC to the downside. And now the question is, how high can we go? Because if this is a 5-wave structure, boy oh boy, if this is a 5-wave structure, which it is, it counts beautifully, all the levels balance, okay, this wave can potentially still go higher, and we can go and calculate where the next wave can go. This is why the fib extension is so powerful. So now when I zoom in a little bit, I take a fib extension, you guys will see how often I use the fib extension and how often those levels get respected. Okay. With a D-line strategy and a fib extension, you can really do wonders in this market, right? So now I take a fib extension from the low to the high of this wave to the low of this wave. Okay, I drag it across. Okay, so I now want to see where this wave can take us to the upside. That's what I'm trying to measure over here. Okay, so far it looks like the fib extension is being really beautifully respected. I just want to put my screen brighter over here. Sorry, legends. I want to put my screen on game mode. Just brightens up everything. So what I like about this fib extension is you can see that each level has had a reaction so far. So you know that the fib pool is correct. Especially when you do a fib pool and you see, okay, we got a rejection and we got support at the 0.618. We got a rejection and then we broke out of the 786. So each level is getting a reaction at the moment. Look at where we're struggling. At the 1-to-1 extension, we're getting the reaction. So this fib pool is valid, right? And you could potentially play little shorts here to the downside, take profits. Okay, that's extreme scalping for the scalpers out there. You know, okay, you can scalp these levels aggressively, but it has the potential to still come up here to the 1.236 and as a maximum target, okay, the 1.618. You guys know how much I love this level, 1.618, and this is why I'm saying we have the potential to come and claim the highs. So if this is a 1, 2, 3 to the upside, or let's just leave it at a 1, 2, 3. The third wave usually has a very common target of the 1.618, which is basically going to come and claim the highs. But if this is an A, B, C here to the upside, the 1-to-1 extension, the 1.236, and an extended C wave is at the 1.618. Okay. So I have levels, technical levels that I can do some trading from and make trading decisions based on what I'm seeing. Dan. Okay, cool. Right. Also, That is basically what I see on the upside, legends. So this little mini structure here to the upside, although we got rejected here by the 1.618 on the larger time frames, I do see the potential for still some upwards momentum if we don't just get rejected here by the 1-to-1 extension, which feels and looks a little bit unlikely because I don't see any weakness in the price just as yet. Okay, no, not as yet. If I saw Bearish CVD, I would have said, okay, I think we are approaching a FIP level that can give us a larger rejection to the downside. But because I'm not seeing any weakness on CVD, it tells me that price, although it's getting a reaction, where's my fib extension? Although it's getting a reaction at each level, okay, I do think that momentum is still going to continue to the upside. So it's getting the reactions, which is perfectly fine, but I don't see any weakness between this pivot and where price is at the moment. So it can consolidate and punch through. It can consolidate and punch through. Okay, and then we'll have to see how we react when we claim these highs, because this could potentially be an SFP for a larger correction, or it's just going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and come here up until $76,000 100. And then we could potentially see an ABC and then continuation back to the upside. So this structure is actually very important, because if this structure, okay, is going to be a three-wave structure. What do I mean by a three-wave structure? If this is going to be a 1, 2, 3, okay, let's say it's going to tap the 1.618 and it falls down, we're most likely going to make a much deeper correction to the downside. Okay, if it creates a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave structure, claiming the 2, but you want to see 5 waves, you don't just want to see a straight line up. Okay, if it creates a 5 wave structure, you could get an ABC that does not take the low, and we have continuation back to the upside. Okay, because let me just, from an education perspective, what you want to see is you get a 1, 2, 3, oops, that's very ugly. You get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, inside the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the structure is finito. Okay, so by saying that, what I basically mean over here is that, oops, okay, by creating a 5-wave structure over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC could give you another one, oops, let me just grab the pen properly over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then again, ABC and another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Structure complete, you make a deeper correction. Okay, so it could get very punchy here to the upside. But now the larger time frames, okay, could be telling us a different story, legends. This is where things get really interesting. Let me go through some comments over here. What I want to do is let me try something different today. Let me do that. Let me pop out my comments over here. Pop out chat. Let's see if that's going to work. Oh, I can actually do this. Right. Can everyone see? Yeah, no, it's a little bit small now. Right. Let's do this. Can everyone see that? Is that better? Okay. Let me go through the comments with everyone over here. Why is it not scrolling? Is this all I have? Okay, there we go. Now we can scroll. Okay, it wasn't scrolling there for a moment. Let me make sure that I go through all the comments. Yes, you said it right today. Lol. Abdulish, hi sir. Welcome to the live stream. Mr. Crypto Big Brains, always great to see you. Yeah, thanks for your support. Shiba Inu, please. Yes, I will go through some altcoins. Definitely, I will go through some altcoins. I first want to tackle Bitcoin because, you guys know I do most of my trading on Bitcoin. And I know everyone's excited about their altcoins, but we'll go through it in a moment. Moses, Devil, we need a good plan to enter the market. Yes, definitely. Okay, with good risk management. Pac-Man, hi legends. Welcome to the stream. Rudy, good morning traders. Have a great day. Thanks for joining. Murat, all-time highs are for breaking. Yes, but it looks like we're not smashing them yet. Okay, fast. We made 3 peaks. Did we make 3 peaks? Let me go check. Did we make 3 peaks? Where did we make the 3 peaks? I want to see, where did we make the 3 peaks? Show me. Let me know. Let me know. Remember, guys, you can always, okay, let me do this. Go to my analysis. Let me see if I can switch screens over here. What you guys can do, okay, sometimes it's very difficult to share what you're trying to show me in words. What you can do is join our Legends free Discord community, okay? And you can go here to the chats inside of the free basic hub. You can go to Bitcoin, you can go to altcoins, and you can share your chart with me in terms of what you see that you would like me to talk about, or maybe a level that I'm not seeing. Okay, I'm not perfect, and maybe you see analysis or a level that I'm not seeing. So you can go and share your charts here, and then you can write a comment here on YouTube to say, hey 𝗬𝗿𝘆, I've just posted a chart, go check it out in Discord. By all means. I mean, that's how I want to do it, because I struggle to visualize sometimes what people are trying to type out for me, especially when it's technical analysis. So join the free Discord community, and you can always just say, 𝗬𝗿𝘆, I've posted something for you in the chat section or in the Bitcoin section. Go check it out. I want you to have a look at it. Okay. Let me go back. So definitely worth joining the free Discord Legends community. Right, let's go through some more comments. 3 peaks, because now, Mr. Fast, I want to see where the 3 peaks are. Okay. Goedemorgen, 𝗬𝗿𝘆. Goeiemorgen, Anthony. Welcome to the live stream. Is it morning? It's this eindelijk middag hier by ons. Actually afternoon here by us. Right. Eddie, is there going to be a pullback for entries? Whew, I will go and discuss that in a moment. Okay. Casper, welcome. Oh, you want me to look at Casper? Kadosh, welcome to the live stream. Do we correct down now? Okay, I think we're still going to get some upwards momentum, like I've highlighted right now. I think we're going to still get some upwards momentum. We are getting a little bit of a reaction. Yes, I just want to highlight, okay, it's never for certain. Although I don't see any weakness in the price, I don't see any weakness in the structure just as yet, okay? But we are hitting, okay, 3-wave structure targets. So when I take a FIB like this, you can see where we got the rejection. And I mean, dare I say, you can use these levels as SFB lines. You get acceptance back below, you enter with your stop above the high, and you take profits on the way down, especially when you hit the FIB level to the downside. Exactly what happened here by the 786. Can you guys see? Okay, when you zoom in, I mean, this is extreme scalping. It's really extreme scalping. You need to typically use high leverage positions because the moves are so small. I mean, if you played this short over here when you rejected from the 786 and you entered at the line to the low of the next level, that's a 0.33% move. This is why it's high leverage positions, and usually an exchange like Weeks down in the description and 𝗖𝗍𝗍 are great for high leverage positions like this. Okay, because you need to make some money from these moves, still with good risk management. But what I wanted to point out over here is you struggle, you get acceptance back below, you enter with your stop above the high, and you take profits by the next FIB level to the downside. And you can see that's where we got the bounce back to the upside. Now we rejected by the 1-to-1, your stop goes above the high, you play the momentum to the downside, and this is usually a great profit-taking area. So you should pay yourself, okay, because this can now pop to the upside, right? But I mean, these are small little shorts that you can play even with the momentum to the upside. And then also you can long, okay? You don't have to just look for shorts in an upwards momentum, because the trend is your friend until the end. The momentum is to the upside. There's a couple of D-line strategies where we got the breakout. We got the breakout. Okay, I mean, this is on the 1-minute time frame, guys. This is absolutely insane. It's not my trading style, but you can play the small little breakouts here to the upside. So it's not just for shorting, it's also for momentum to the upside. So you could, if you're an aggressive trader and you have a lot of time on your hands, you can long, okay, the breakout. You can add to your position with this little breakout. You can short the rejection over here. You can take profits, enter another long to the upside. Okay, you get a rejection, you enter a short, you take profits. And you can even open up a long over there with your stop below the low. Okay, this is most probably going to continue and break out or reject and fall down. But I mean, you can long short, long short, long short. You guys get the picture. I mean, how much time do you have in your hands? Right? Do you want to trade the 1 minute time frame? Do you want to enter 10 or 20 trades a day? I prefer high trading scenarios, preferably on the 15-minute and 1 hour time frame. But yes, I mean, how aggressive do you want to trade? Okay, that's the question. Whew. But I mean, a lot of trading opportunities, always a lot of trading opportunities. And that's why I always say that if you've missed a trade, there's always another one around the corner. Always. Okay. Let's go through some more comments over here. Mr. Sin Games Everest, let's go. Donny. I jumped in a short at 74,400. Is it a good zone? 74,400. Ooh. Yeah. Well, okay, we're actually trading above that level at the moment. Yeah, well, it was a good zone, okay, depending on when you entered, but you need to take profits, right? I entered around about this zone. I entered my short. I had my stop above the high. But guess what? I took profits over here at the 1.236, and I think I took about 60 or 70% of my profits, and I'm about to get stopped out because I protected my position. Okay, so can it roll over at the 1-to-1 or even the 1.236? Okay, maybe price either rolls down here, or it comes, it taps the 1.236, and then it rolls down. It doesn't stop me out, and I still benefit from the momentum here to the downside. It is always a possibility, but I don't, unfortunately, from a technical perspective, where's my CVD? I don't see any weakness yet. That's the problem, okay, which tells me that price can potentially continue to the upside. So when I look at price over here, and I look at this pivot, there's no bearish CVD. I wanted to see this. Okay, you want to see bearish CVD because I did see bearish CVD between these two pivots, and I did see bearish CVD against those pivots. That's why I entered the short. I saw weakness in the price. Okay, so if I zoom into the structure, look at this. Okay, from the high to the low over there, or from these two highs, you're making aggressive bearish CVD, of which the target is the low. It came down, it claimed the low. Beautiful, it played out. Then again, against this pivot over here, as price was moving up, we formed more bearish CVD, okay? And even though we claimed the high, I knew that there's a high chance of getting a rejection because of the weakness that I see inside of CVD. Now, as price is now crawling here to the upside, the problem from a shorting perspective is that I don't see any weakness in CVD. I mean, look how far these pivots are, and CVD is all the way down here. So that tells me that price can potentially still continue here to the upside because I'm not spotting weakness at the moment. So if you're in a short from 74, what did you say? 74,400. Okay. Oof. You are definitely underwater at the moment, but you should have paid yourself on the way down, right? 74,400, round about here. So you're at break even at the moment, but price is not showing me any weakness. Please make sure that you do trade with a stop loss. When you enter a trade, okay, always, guys, please, and I'm most probably going to say this a lot now because I think if the bullish momentum is going to continue here to the upside, there's a lot of new retail players that's going to come into the market, join the live streams. Everyone's YouTube channels is going to start growing. I know it. I've seen it during the previous cycles. People that don't know how to trade. So I'm going to say these things and repeat these things over and over until it's drilled into everyone's head. Okay. If you want to follow the Moon Boys because they are making a lot of money on their portfolios, by all means, are they teaching you how to trade properly with good risk management and how to do proper technical analysis? I haven't found many channels out there that does that. Okay. Right. So it's this, legends. You need to, when you enter a trade, okay, for in your case, for example, when you enter a short, right? This is so important. You have to make friends. Make best friends with this tool. If you are not friends with this tool, do not trade. Okay. And I call it the 3 W's. W, W, W. This tool is the 3 W's. Where is my risk management? Number one, the most important. Where is my risk management? If you do not know where your risk management is, you do not enter the trade. Why am I entering the trade? Okay. Second most important, and where am I going to take profits? If you cannot tick all 3 of these lines, you do not enter the trade. Do not, because you are going to lose money. You are going to get liquidated. You're going to burn your account, and you're going to learn the hard way, right? If you can master this, where's my risk management? Why am I entering the trade? Where am I going to take profits? You are most likely 90% ahead of the rest of the crowd. Okay. And do not move your stop loss while you're in the trade. Okay. Don't be that person that keeps on moving their stop loss and adds to their position. Plan your trade, let it play out. Okay. Like the trade that I'm in here at the moment. If I get stopped out over here, I get stopped out. I'm not going to move my stop loss and add to my position. Okay. It's not how I trade. Are getting a nice reaction here at the 1-to-1 extension. So legends, I mean, this can be a 1-2-3, which is basically an A, B, C, and it can definitely fall to the downside. There's a chance. The only problem I see is, like I said, I don't see weakness in the price, but the market is here to surprise us. It can fall to the downside and maybe bounce on this consolidation area, because that is where I plan to close my position. The short that I'm in at the moment, this is where I plan to close my position. So if it rejects before it stops me out, I want to benefit from this move. If I get stopped out, I already took profits. That's how you trade to be a successful trader. Okay, cool. Right, let's go through some more comments over here. Okay, guys, I'm just going to scroll a little bit to the bottom because this is going to take me forever to go through all the comments. Okay, so let's just let's go from Mr. Sin Games. Looks like an ABCU. Yeah, on the larger time frame. Yes. I think it's risky to short at this time. Better off low leverage long and adjust, sit back. Jeffrey, I agree. Devil, I noticed that BTC seems to reject from anchored VWAP levels, for example. Now, which time frame are you looking at? Okay, I'm not a big anchored VWAP person. I know Andy loves it, especially on the larger time frames. Okay, like the 15-minute. You look at like clear pivot lows. I've actually never used it before, to be honest with you guys. So let's go and try it out. Okay, anchored VWAP. Where on earth is even the anchored VWAP? Is it this? Anchored. I know you take it from a pivot. You see, I don't even know which one it is, legends. I've never used anchor VWAP. I need to ask Andy to show me how to use it. Okay, anchored VWAP. Is it this one? Anchored VWAP is still very far away. Okay, the blue line is the most important line. That's what I know. But it is getting supported here from the band here and above. But I do not like, this to me looks like a moving average. I don't like it because usually where I have a technical level that I like to use, like a fib extension or a fib retracement or a daily level or a weekly level, often people will point out, oh, it was also an anchored VWAP, or it was also the normal VWAP, or it was the moving 200 or the moving 50. I don't care, right? If we get to the same level using different technical analysis, that's all that matters at the end of the day. I don't like using things that I haven't used before because my trading strategy is successful and I don't want to include things that's potentially going to pollute it. And I'm not saying it doesn't work, right? I'm not saying at all that it doesn't work. Right, let's go through some more comments. As per me, post-analysis doesn't help. Post-analysis doesn't help As per me, post-analysis doesn't help. I think post-analysis is very important. Now, what can happen is more important. Now what can happen is most important. But when I do education about where I've entered trade and how I managed risk and where I took profits, guess what? Maybe in the future, when you enter a trade, you will remember, okay, based on technical analysis, this is where I'm supposed to put my stop loss. I need to take profits at this zone. When I take a fib extension, we've hit the 1.618. I'm going to close my position over there, right? It's from an education perspective. Yes, everyone wants to know where price is going to go to next, okay, because they want to trade. But have you backtested a strategy so that you know, based on what's happening in the future, what to do? Okay, this is why I like to go back and speak about trades that we've entered, not because I'm showing off, but I'm teaching you how to enter a trade with good risk management and to pay yourself so that you don't get stopped out with losses all the time. Okay, and I feel very passionate about that, right? It's not just about where do I think price can go next, and I'm going to get to it, right? I'm going to do some analysis in terms of where I think we can go to next, but what's most important to me is actually speaking about where I entered a trade, where did I take profits, how did I manage my risk, so that the future price action can show you the way. Okay, right. Tim, I made a nice trade today. Thank you for all the D-line techniques. Awesome. Awesome. I like to hear that. Lekker boot. Everest in confluence with the 0.88 buy bit. Okay. Yes, I'm with you. I'm with you. If you take a fib here from the high to the low. Ooh, yeah, very close. Very close. It is in alignment. I mean, but you guys can see what I like about this fib pool. Okay. Let's go back here onto the 5-minute time frame, is that you guys can see how powerful these levels are. This is why I like fib extensions. And the reason I'm hammering on fib extensions, especially during the last couple of live streams, is because when you go into price discovery and you have no more levels above, you have no more weekly levels, no more daily levels, no more point of controls, okay? Because if you go here back onto the 4-hour time frame, okay, while we were trading over here, we had weekly levels, we had point of controls inside of this consolidation areas, we had value area highs, value area lows. As price is going up, you hit certain levels, you get a rejection. But when price goes into price discovery, there's no more data to the left-hand side to do analysis against. And this is where the fib extension becomes extremely powerful, and it's your only tool that you can use. So if you don't know how to use a fib extension and price goes into price discovery, you're not going to know where to take profits. You're not going to know where we can get a rejection to play a short to the downside. So that's why the fib extension is so powerful to me. Okay, do you guys agree? Or am I talking absolute nonsense over here? Okay. I don't know if I'm just smoking my socks, but I can tell you guys now, I remember the previous bull cycle. Okay, when price goes into price discovery, people feel lost. They don't know what to do. Okay, they don't know where to take profits because you have no data to the left to look for consolidation areas or an SFP from the high. You don't have anything left. Okay, so that was my little thingy over there. And what I want to check over here at the moment, let's get back here into this price action. And before we discuss, okay, I think I've gone extensively through this structure. Yes, it has the potential for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or it has a potential for a three-way structure, ABC or ABC, ABC. Okay, we have our levels marked out where the C wave can end, and we find downwards continuation to at least this consolidation area at $71,000. Okay, but for now, I don't see any weakness in the price, and it does look like it could potentially continue momentum here to the upside. The one thing I want to talk to you guys quickly here is on the 1-hour time frame. Okay, something we spoke about yesterday. Okay, so you want to know where can price go to? This is what we're going to talk about right now. Okay, where can price go to? Okay, where's the highest trading setups for the future? Smash up the like for the education. Where's my stream over here? I want to see the data. Okay, let me zoom out. Oh, because I zoomed into the comments, it also zoomed in here into my live stream for some reason. Very weird, actually. Okay. Sorry, Legends. I just needed to fix that. Okay. And remember, guys, down in the description are the exchanges that I use to do my daily trading, where you qualify for the biggest sign-up bonuses and the lowest fees. So let's get into this. 209 people watching. How many likes do we have? 74 likes. 209 people watching. Eesh. The price is bullish. Like button is bearish. It's hurting my eyes. Oh. Hurting my eyes. Okay, guys, this is what we spoke about yesterday. Do you guys remember this? Okay. So, what is now very interesting about this scenario over here? Okay. Remember, we spoke about this in quite some length and detail yesterday, is that we have a potential 5-wave structure here to the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It respects all the Elliott wave rules. Looks beautiful. This could potentially be the end of the impulse over here. And then we discussed this contracting diagonal here to the downside, okay, in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we wanted the rejection roundabout in this zone. There was a weekly point of control, if I'm not mistaken. Let me switch on those levels. Okay, there was a weekly point of control. Beautiful things here to the upside, where we actually just obliterated through. We didn't even get a reaction. We just, like a hot knife through butter, we cut through this level, okay, that I spoke about yesterday. 786, 0.88. There was also a daily level over there. Price just smashed through like it didn't exist. But we did highlight this point over here. Do you guys remember? Someone asked yesterday in the comments, 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽, can you get a correction to the upside that will take the high of the impulse? Yes, it's called a B flat, or a flat correction. So you basically have an A in a 5-wave structure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have a B in a 3-wave structure, okay, B, that takes the high. It makes people bullish, thinking that we are going to go to higher levels. And then you have a massive C wave to the downside, okay, that can come down as low as $64,000 to $62,000. And where price is at the moment, it is inside of B flat territory. Okay, so there's a maximum target that this B is not allowed to tap, where we can still see a deeper correction to the downside. Okay, so this correction, if this is a B wave, so we have to play out what if scenarios, because you're trying to work out a trading plan. So my what if is, if this is a B and we can still make a larger C to the downside, where this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C correction, and then we continue momentum to the upside, I can go and measure the B wave and to see, well, is it invalid territory or has it been invalidated? So how you do that is you zoom into the structure. I can take this fib out the way, clean it up a little bit over here. Just put the B over there. Okay, so basically we did form the ABC. Like we discussed yesterday, you have an A in a 5-wave structure, and then you have a B in a 3-wave structure, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and this is where I measured that fib pool from the high to the low, and we got the 1.618. So now I can take another fib extension, because I know how to calculate B flat targets from the high to the low. You drag it across, I reverse it, and the B flat target is between the 1.236 and the 1.382. And that's exactly the level that we tapped over here. Can you guys see? It's exactly the level we tapped at the 1.236. So inside of this box, okay, is B flat target. You don't really want the B wave to go much higher, okay? So even if we get a little pump here to the upside, okay, we smash the 1.236 and we tap the 1.382. Okay, that's the next area of rejection that I'll be watching like a hawk. Even if price comes back up, it claims the highs and it rejects here at $76,618. it is still a B flat. Then all I'll do is I'll just move the B over there. Okay, but this box, this is the important box, is the B flat. If the B flat, or if price goes higher and it smashes this box and it taps the 1.618, okay, is no more B flat, then the structure is invalidated, which then basically means what if, okay, this it changes the things up quite a lot. So I can now take out this structure, clean up the scribble, because we did speak about the scenario yesterday as well, is that what if this was 1, 2, 3, oops, let me redo that. Okay, let me try this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, whichever way you want to count it, but there was 5 waves inside of this structure. This was your ABC. Okay, and this is a new 5-wave structure to the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC. And this is now another one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC, and it continues. 1, 2, 3, and that is basically where you start going into a super cycle. Okay, I have seen a super cycle in the past, and this is usually where it leaves people behind. Expecting a deeper correction where this looks like the impulsive structure, you expect that deeper correction, and it just keeps on building up 1, 2s, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and it just skyrockets to the upside, and you go into a super cycle. So this price action could develop into a super cycle. Nothing's ever guaranteed. When I look at the structure over here, okay, this 1, 2, we did bounce on a maximum target for a second wave. So if this is a 1, 2, look how beautifully we tapped the maximum target for a second wave. Also 1, 2, I mean, that was a shallow retracement, if I'm not mistaken. 382, yeah, 382 to perfection. Okay, this 1, 2 bounced on the 382, perfectly fine. Remember, the maximum target is the 786. It can bounce on the 382, 50%, 618, 786. Yeah, we had a nice shallow retracement. This potential 1, 2 bounced on the maximum target. Now, again, it could form another 1, 2. Right? We just don't know where it's going to bounce, or it's just literally going to continue to the upside, because after a couple of 1, 2s, what you want to see is that guard candle to the upside that just doesn't stop. It goes up by 10, 20, 30%. It just doesn't stop, and it doesn't give you the opportunity to get in. And that could happen at any moment. But, and this is why I'm highlighting the bearish case scenarios as well, okay? That's the most bullish case scenario, is that this was a 5-wave structure here to the upside. This is a 5-wave structure to the upside. This is the correction for this structure. This is the correction for this structure, and we could get a correction for this structure and continue momentum to the upside. I do still see the probabilities of this scenario being slightly higher. Okay, call me crazy, but as long as we do not invalidate the target level for the B wave, this scenario for me still carries the highest probability. It looks clean, it looks nice. I know everyone is bullish. Donald Trump has won the elections. It looks great for the crypto markets. Okay, I still see this as we could definitely still come down and claim these lows and form a more solid 1, 2, 3 to the upside. Okay, I have spoken a lot. I need to drink some water. Legends, let me know in the comments. What do you guys think? Am I absolutely crazy? Never trade outside of Wall Street session or you'll get wrecked. Okay, Sun Games close to breaking down from the rising wedge on 1 minute time frame. Close to breaking down from the rising wedge on the 1 minute time frame. Oh, okay, you on the 1 minute time frame. Mark Dutch, 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗍𝗿, welcome to the live stream. Great to see you here. 70k level, right? 70k level, right? Yeah, yes, it has the chance. The structure has the chance to come down. Mark, I'm not sure what you think. And I know you are a moderator on Kunz's channel that specializes in Elliott wave theory. Do you think this structure has a chance? Okay, let me know, Mark, what you think. And for all the other experienced Elliott wave counters out there, do you think this scenario has a better chance where we have the 5-wave structure to the upside? We're basically forming a B flat, okay, B flat, or a flat scenario where the B takes the high and the C takes the low. It looks cleaner to me. It feels like it still carries the highest probability at the moment. Or are we forming a magnitude of just 1-2s, right? 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, and we're just going to fly out of here and leave everyone behind, okay? Everyone waiting for this retracement is just going to bang, bang here to the upside and keep on banging to the upside, okay? Let me know in the comments, which scenario do you guys think carries the highest probability? I'm all about bullish sentiment, 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽, but it is not healthy. This just shows to new no. Okay. AL, yes. And I mean, this is why I shorted this zone. Okay. Looking at the structure, some people will look at my short and say, you absolutely batshit crazy. Okay. Sorry for my friends, like French. Okay. I took a fib from the low to the high to the low. You reverse it. I just like my technical levels, okay? I entered a short. And I didn't just enter and leave it hoping that we're just going to fall down here. I took profits because that's what I do. I took profits in this zone. I left 30% of the position open, okay? My position is protected. If I get stopped out, I will look for a next trading setup, maybe another rejection from the highs, or maybe the 2 extension, which is a very common extension where you can get a rejection. Okay, if price had to come up here, it stops me out, and I get a rejection from the 2 level over here, I will enter another short if I see what I like. Okay, so yes, call me crazy. Everyone is bullish here to the upside, but we're still inside of B flat territory, which means that we can still fall down. We're not out of the woods yet. If we start tapping the 1.618 to the upside, then maybe, okay, the bulls are way more aggressive. And we could send price a lot higher. And that level is basically when you take a fib from, sorry, I'm mixing this up. When you take a fib from the high to the low over, okay, I just need to see the low. Where's that low? Okay, you take a fib from the high to the low, you drag it across, you reverse it. If we tap the 1.618, you really start decreasing the probabilities for a B flat. Okay, it's I don't think I've ever seen a B flat hit the 1.618. It could have happened. I haven't seen it personally. If price had to come up here and it hits the 1.618, it's no more B flat. It's most probably going to make a retracement and continue to the upside without making a deeper correction that takes the lows over here. So that is my invalidation for the B flat. Speculating on a bigger correction here to the downside. Okay, let's go back here onto the comments. 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽 Trader Zach 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽, on larger time frame, we have completed wave 4 at 48, then formed wave 1 of big 5, wave 5, and now in wave 2, running correction of big wave 5. Oh, Trader Jack, if you know, from a technical perspective, I would really like if you guys can go and join our free Discord community where you can share your chart. Okay, let me show you guys again. I really appreciate it. When you share technical analysis, join the free Legends Discord community. First link down in the description, and you can go here on the Bitcoin section or the altcoin section, and you can go and share your analysis, what you are looking at. I'm a visual person, and I really sometimes struggle to read what people are trying to tell me and put it into what you mean for me to see on the chart. Okay, so I mean, I'm swiping through the wrong the screen over here. Let me go back over here. First link down in the description. Okay, that's where you join our free Legends Discord community. And then while we're chatting over here, you can say, hey, 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽, I shared a chart with you. Go check it out. I love to see other people's technical analysis. Okay, so Mr. Trader Zach, on the larger time frame, we have completed the 4th wave. I know what you mean. I know the 4th wave that you're talking about. Then formed wave 1 of big 5, now in wave 2, running correction of big wave 5. Okay, so, and this is what I'm trying to figure out. I want to see what you are seeing, because if I take this out, I have to now kind of try and figure out what you're trying to tell me. So if I go onto the daily time frame, I do have daily bullish scenarios over here. Is it this one? Right. Okay, here we go. Just want to drag that down. So what you're basically saying is there was the fourth wave at 48. Yes, with you. Okay. Now you're talking about this structure. So could it be, okay, that you're basically saying that this is wave 1 and we're going to come back for a 2 and then a 3 and a 4 and a 5? Is that what you mean? I don't know, right? I don't know. Or if this is this a multitude of 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and it's just going to rip here to the upside. It could also be a magnitude of double 1, 2s. It could also be, I don't know if I have that scenario here. That's the double 1, 2 combo scenario that I have. Oh, there's some bearish case scenarios. No one wants to talk about bearish case scenarios. That's the double 1, 2 combo. I can't remember where I saved that scenario. Okay, I did have a scenario where I was talking about this one. Okay, cool. Here we go. Right? Are you maybe talking about this one? But then you still expect us to go a little bit higher. So in this scenario also, what you could be forming is an ending contracting diagonal. Okay, you can move this even up, but as long as it's contracting, okay, you could have a trend. Let's just plot the trend here quickly from number 1 to 3. It has to be contracting, and if price is going to shoot out here, it's going to give the scenario slightly lower probabilities. But you could also end the structure basically in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ending contracting diagonal, where the fifth wave will top out around about the $80,000 mark, and then the bear market starts to the downside. Okay, so many scenarios. It's always good to go and join our Legends Discord community and show me what you mean. Show me your chart, right? Show me yours and I'll show you mine. Let's go. I'd love to see a 63K, Mr. Mark Dutch. Yes, 63.5K. 63.5K. Ooh, you really want this to come back down all the way to this level, which is basically the fourth wave. Okay, it's basically this area over here. I would like to see that as well. Okay, because what if this is a 1, 2, 3 extended third wave, not invalidated, and all this, I mean, third wave now moves over there. Just need to click on it. Third wave now moves over there, right? And we're still going to form, this is, wait, okay, let me not lose my bearings over here. This is still part of the corrective structure. You basically have an A, B, C to the downside in a flat, okay? That's the B wave over there. So Mark, yeah, 63.5, definitely on the cards. You just don't want to come down lower, because then it's going to be a parallel channel, and then it's not leading or contracting anymore, okay, which will lower the probabilities for the scenario. But I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Let's go through some more comments. What is your opinion about D-line breakout on ADA? Yes, we can go look at some altcoins in a moment. I know ADA has done some amazing things. I did look at it this morning. I was looking at Filecoin. I already spoke about Filecoin. Let me just clean it up. Let's go look at ADA. I know Legends wants some altcoins. 7% today, up so far. Ooh. Let me just see something over here. Okay, first what I want to do is just zoom out a little bit to see that if I have my ducks here in a row. Okay, I actually charted this one on the log scale. We are busy breaking out. Okay, so I have spoken about ADA many times, but you have a bullish pennant, you have broken out, you're consolidating sideways, and this was the momentum that I'm tracking. So let's see on the smaller time frames. This is now where it gets interesting. So on the smaller time frames, 1 hour time frame, that was the momentum I was tracking on ADA. Okay, I had my alarm set. Play the breakout. Can you guys see? Trend, breakout, and now it's breaking out from this trend. And it looks like as long as price is consolidating above and you have some high time frame candle closes, we already have 4-hour time frame candle closes above. We have a 8-hour candle close above. Okay. Do we have a 12-hour? Yes, we have a 12-hour. Do we have a daily? Yes, we have a daily close above. And this does look really bullish, okay, to at least come and claim this high. And that is a nice trade here to the upside of 17%. So the best way you could have, or the best level to have gotten into ADA was over there, all right? I mean, you can clearly see that. The best level to have gotten into ADA was over here because you have such great risk management. Now, although this looks bullish, where do you put your stop loss? That is the question you now need to ask yourself. Remember this tool that I showed you? You need to answer these 3 W's. Where is my stop loss going to be? Why am I entering the trade? And where am I going to take profits? Are you going to, okay, so let's plan this, let's try and plan this trade together and speculate that, what if it does play out here to the upside? Okay, so let's go on to the 4-hour time frame. We look at the structure and we speculate, okay, that it can come and claim the high at 41 cents, right? So now what you want to do is you will say, okay, well, obviously the reason why I'm entering the trade is because it's breaking out and I have high time frame candle closes above the trend. That is my reason why. It's a breakout strategy. I'm seeing high time frame candle closes above the trend. That gives me confidence to enter the trade. So you've tackled the why. Where do you plan to take profits? I'm going to take profits by the high. Where are you going to put your risk management? You're supposed to take it. You're supposed to put it here. You're supposed to put it there, right? You can be a little bit more aggressive and put it below this consolidation area. Okay, now you have to ask yourself, does the risk to reward make sense? 2.1 risk to reward. So for every $100 that you are risking, you are going to make $210. You need to decide whether the risk to reward is worth it for you. Yes, it does have the potential to go to much higher levels, but as a technical trader, you have to take profits at technical levels. So that is how I would plan this trade. Okay. I just want to see something else. You can also take a fib from the high to the low of the structure. Okay, and this is where the planets starts aligning. You can see that by planning this trade, your profit-taking area also aligns with a major fib level where it already got a rejection. So if you are speculating that maybe it's going to go to the 50% or the 618, okay, it's pure speculation, but you can have a trade set up like this. You can have a trade set up like that, but you need to have TPs on the way up. You need to have a TP1, a TP2, a TP3, because what if price shoots up and it falls back down, stops you out, and then it continues back to the upside? You want to pay yourself as a trader, okay? But I mean, this could get insane here to the upside. That's then a 16.34 risk to reward, okay? Maybe worth a spot trade, but from a day trade or a swing trade perspective, that's what I'll look at. 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽, someone just shared, Zach, Mr. Zach, you just shared your chart with me here. Let's have a look at that. You see, this is the benefit of joining our free Discord. Someone has just shared their chart with me, right? But that was basically the analysis on ADA, right, legends? Hope you guys enjoyed. Zach, you are looking at this as a WXYXZ, very rare. WXYXZs are very rare, especially on Bitcoin. But I get the gist of what you're saying. You still have your fourth wave over here. This was 1. This is 2. Okay, 1, 2, very extended 2. Ooh, it's just, ooh, it's a very extended 2. Then a 3, 4, 5. I see what you're saying. Okay, I really see what you're saying. I think what lowers the probability of this scenario, let me go back to my chart. It's not invalidated. It just lowers the probability for that scenario. Is that when I look at the same structure that you are looking at over here, and you're basically saying that this is, let me switch off this one. Let me drag that into that folder. Okay, switch it off. If you're calling this a 1, 2, sorry, let me do this again. Okay, if you're calling this, let me just make sure, a 1, 2, let me see where you have your 2. Okay, you're basically saying that the 2 still needs to finish, right? What lowers the probabilities is if you take a time fib from the low to the high of 1, okay, your wave 2 is already 4 times longer than your wave 1. It starts really lowering the probabilities that look how short your impulse is and look how long your second wave is. It doesn't invalidate it, it just lowers the probabilities of this being a 1, 2, 3 to the upside. Okay. Well, based on where you put your number 2. So if this is a 1, 2, maybe your 2 is over here. And this is a 3. Okay. Sorry, man. I'm trying to make sense of your chart. It's not very clear. So it's either you're still speculating, but I mean, it can't be, right? Your 2 has to be over here, because unless this is a flat. So 1, 2, flat, running flat in a C, a flat in B, a running flat in C. Yeah, for me, it doesn't have high probabilities. Even if you're speculating on this being a 1, 2, or a 1, 2, and this is part of a 3-year to the upside. Yes, that I can still swallow. Okay, if this is a 1, 2, 3-year to the upside, I can still swallow that probability. Where your third wave is a nested 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and it's just going to start ripping that, that parabolic move here to the upside. That I can stomach still. Okay, but anyways, regardless of the Elliott wave scenario, legends, the point of the matter is that price can get very punchy to the upside, and we need to have levels to monitor the movements here to the upside, the rejection areas. And when I switch on my today analysis, guess what? I still have levels to the upside based on fib extensions that I will be monitoring and watching the price action. And you can see one of my fib extensions played out to perfection today. Okay. We got rejected at my 1.236. Beautiful. 1.236. I can actually take the all-time high line out. I don't need that anymore. Okay. And if price continues here to the upside, I have another 1.236 that I'm going to keep an eye on. Okay. If price continues for another short, potential short to the downside. And it's either going to be a nice little short, or I know exactly where to take profits. And I have a 1.618 level to the upside that I'm also eyeing from a rejection perspective. And as the waves develop here to the upside, I will have more levels to the upside to monitor from a profit-taking perspective or from a shorting perspective. Okay, so you might be asking yourself, how did I get those levels to the upside? I will show you in a moment. Let me go through some more comments. Could you please explain your D-line strategy and why you call it that way? 𝗖𝗍. Let me show you something. Let me show you guys over here inside my YouTube channel. Always remember, weeks before I jump off here, weeks with the lowest trading fees, only by using this link, no KYC required. Bluffin, okay, one of my favorite exchanges. The more you trade, the more money gets airdropped into your account. And then I still have Bybit with that USDT airdrop, okay, position that you can go and claim by signing up. If you're not trading on Bybit, guys, and you can, if you're not restricted in your country and you can trade on Bybit, I highly recommend Bybit, especially for larger portfolios and spot bags and swing trades. And this is where I keep, my big portfolios. And right, in my YouTube channel, okay, let's go to 𝗬𝗍𝘆 YouTube channel over here. Click on live. 𝗖𝗍. Click on live. Scroll down until you see Back to the Future. There's it. Or you can go and search inside here. Okay, you can go search for Back to the Future. Well, Still Losing Money. It's actually called Still Losing Money. This is it, right? Still losing money trading. Watch this. I didn't do any technical analysis inside of this live stream. I basically used my D-line strategy and I back tested it and I showed everyone how I use it on Link of all coins on an altcoin. Okay, go check that out. This strategy will really help you out, especially if we're going to get an euphoric move here to the upside and the bull run actually starts with face melting price action. The dominance starts dropping. You want to know how to apply the strategy. You want to go and back test it on your favorite altcoin or Bitcoin, whichever crypto coin you like to trade. Okay, go and check out Back to the Future. Let me know what you mean or what you think. And that is where the D-line strategy came from. Okay, the reason it is called the D-line strategy is because the Legends Pro community inside of our Discord community, I kept on referring to it as the one-line strategy, because that's how simple it is. And then the community decided to rename it to the 𝗬𝗍𝘆 strategy, which is now the D-line strategy. Okay, this is why, and now it just stuck. Everyone inside of our legends, including Andy, speaks about the D-line, the D-line, the D-line. We just gave it a simple name because it's a simple strategy, but very, very powerful. Oh, sorry, guys. A bit thirsty over here. Okay. Cool. This is it. Okay, just want to get this ready. Again, let's go back onto the comments. Oops, that was Bybit. There's our Legends Pro community if you'd like to go and join. Let's go through some more comments. DOGE, 𝗬𝗍𝘆, can you check? I made a lot of money with just one trade. Okay, that's great. Love to hear that. Check BTC again, please. Okay, what is BTC doing? It's falling to the downside still, but it is making bullish CVD. Okay, so I mean, we got the rejection at. Let me go here on the 5-minute time frame. We got the rejection at the 1-to-1 extension, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so when you take a fib from the low to the high to the low, you reverse it. But now you guys can see how powerful these extensions are, especially the 1-to-1 extension. Very, very powerful. Okay, 1-to-1 extension. That's where we got the rejection. Now here to the downside. But I'm spotting some bullish CVD against these pivots, of which the target is the high. So I wouldn't be surprised for price to find the floor somewhere, maybe tap these lows, get acceptance back above like it's doing at the moment, and go and claim the high based on the bullish CVD that's building up. Okay. Because I mean, CVD, where's my CVD? Over here. You guys can see. I'm not lying. I'm just saying, guys, I give you guys analysis based on technicals and data that I see, not because I think it's going to do that, purely based on data. The data is showing me, okay, that we are starting to form against this, against this pivot bullish CVD. Okay, it's already claimed that low, but there's more bullish CVD starting to form over here. So there is some bullish CVD building up against these pivots, of which that one is already claimed, but there's bullish CVD against that pivot. And I can just imagine as price is most probably falling more to the downside, you're going to get more bullish CVD building up. Okay, so it has a chance to go and claim the high once again. But no indicator is perfect. And if price just falls down here, it will just invalidate those CVDs. And CVD is around about 74% accurate from the data that I've used to backtest it. Okay, around about 74% accurate. So there's always that chance that it will invalidate it and not play out. But I will be very interested in a SFP from these lows, because I know if you form aggressive bullish CVD and price smashes down and it gets acceptance back above, it has a chance for upwards momentum. Right, Doge. Okay, let's go have a look at Doge. I mean, guys, I know you guys want to have a look at Doge. It is just pumping like a crazy person here to the upside. This is the 5 minute on Doge. I showed everyone over here, okay, where we're getting the rejection, I think was at the 7/8. No, that was another coin. I just want to see, let's go to the daily. I want to see where we are. I know this looks like an absolute mess, but let me take some of the levels out here and clean it up. Okay. There's just so many trends you could have played here to the upside. But I mean, what I highlighted yesterday as well is you have a bullish pennant to the downside. It has broken out. And when you look, guys, when you look at this bullish pennant by where it has broken out, there's still a lot of altcoins that are still going sideways. They are still doing, you see, if I can just grab that point, that's still doing this, that hasn't done this. It's still going sideways, okay? Just note. But then obviously Doge had a little bit of an explosion here to the upside, and it does look very much like this could be a 1, 2, and it's building a third wave here to the upside. Okay, so from a larger time frame perspective, I do see the potential of Doge doing this. Okay, you just want to catch that low exactly. I do see a potential for Doge to reach 777 at the 1.618. I do see it. Okay, never guaranteed, but I see the possibility from a technical perspective where this could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it can even go higher, but I'm saying that as a minimum during this cycle between today and next year, end of next year, I see a 777 Doge potential, if not 1.3. Okay, and I mean third waves can get very punchy to the upside, okay? And this is my conservative target because what I've seen on 𝗬𝗍𝗍, for example, and what I've seen on some of the other meme coins is that they didn't stop at the 1.618. A third wave can continue to any 618 level. Okay, anyone, they love all of them, right? It depends on how explosive this move is going to be to the upside. The third wave can go to the 2618, it can go to 366, 4618. It can, I mean, can you imagine a $208 Doge? Yo, the market cap is going to have to absolutely explode. So I'm showing you the conservative level. And when I show people this level, they say, not possible, not possible. Okay, but I can go and show you guys on 𝗬𝗍𝗍, for example, that's hit the 5.618 extension during this previous wave that it had to the upside. So my conservative target here on Doge is 0.77701. Okay, which is still it's still a little bit far away. Okay, that's still some 3x from where it is at the moment. Okay, and then on the smaller time frames, when you go onto the 1 hour, even the 15-minute time frame, okay, that's where you can play the breakouts, okay, from a day trading perspective. This is the trade that I was waiting for and I missed. I spoke about this yesterday during my live stream. I had this trend. I had my alarm set. Bam, I had my alarm set over there, which I can now actually delete. I don't need it anymore. Okay, let's go delete the alarm. I wanted to trade this momentum here to the upside because this was a 10% move or a 12% move even. And I have my little play portfolio where I wanted to double my portfolio, 10x, 100% of my capital, and I wanted to double my portfolio here by the highs, and I missed the trade because I was sleeping. That was 2 o'clock in the morning when the breakout happened. But then I know I missed the breakout. Okay, Devil, you missed the breakout. Oh, wait, there's another one. Wait, there was another one. You just have to zoom into the smaller time frames. Okay, now you missed the breakout down here. You missed this breakout. Guess what? There was another breakout. That's the D-line strategy. Back to the Future, you need to go and check it out. Okay, guess what? I'm now also tracking this momentum, and it looks like, okay, it can bounce, and then shoot you to the upside. Let's see how this is going to play out. And if it doesn't bounce, and play to and break to the upside, then maybe it's forming a trend. The trend is not finished forming. Okay, but for now, I'll keep it over there. So that is basically what I see on the price of Doge. All you can do now at the moment, not to FOMO into Doge, is play the breakouts. Okay, if that is your strategy, or your moving averages, you just need to follow your 3 W's. Okay, if you're playing along on Doge, you need to know where is your stop loss going to be, why are you entering, and where are you going to take profits. And if you cannot tick all 3 of them, do not take the trade. Okay, I have people on the live stream saying that I got into a short at this level, I'm underwater, what now? And my first question is always this: did you do this? Okay, because if you're asking me what now, you don't know where to take profit. You don't know where your risk management was supposed to be because you're underwater. You didn't have a stop loss. Okay, why did you enter the trade? It looked good. Okay, where did you plan to take profits? I don't know. Then why did you enter the trade? Because someone told me to, or you felt like it, or I don't know. I don't know. People come up with, price looked good. It was pumping. I entered. I FOMO'd into the trade, most likely. SHIB, please. Parabolic structures. Yes. I noticed SHIB getting higher percentage gains in the past cycles. Yes. Mr. Andy in the house. The legend is live. Yes, Andy. Just having some fun over here. If you guys are following me and you haven't checked out Andy's channel, I often talk about Chandy. I often talk about Andy. He's there in the picture with me in our Legends Pro community video where we explain the benefits of being part of the community. Met up with Andy in Dubai, absolute legend. One of the most humble people that I have ever come across. But if you haven't checked out Andy's channel, down in the description of my YouTube channel, I've got Andy over there. Can you guys see? Go and give him a follow. Check him out. Great technical analysis. You don't want to miss out on the alpha from Andy as well. And myself and Andy do daily technical updates inside of our Legends Pro community. First link down in the description. SHIB, please, when to TP in my 74400. Okay, you still in Donnie, you still in that 74400 trade. Okay. I feel like I've just spoken about this, right? I feel like I've just spoken about this. Okay. Where's your stop loss? Why did you enter? Where do you plan to take profits? Okay. But I'm here to educate. Okay. I'm not here to crap on anyone because I've also made this mistake many, 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 many times when I started out. I did not know the 3 W's. Where's my stop loss? Why am I entering? Where am I taking profits? And then I also used to jump on other people's live streams in a panic saying, I'm in this trade, I'm underwater, I don't know what to do. Okay. I've been there, done that. I know the feeling. It's not great. Okay. Ooh, currently getting a nice drop here to the downside. Okay. So, I mean, I'm still in my short from this zone. Almost got stopped out. I did take 60%, 70% of my profits over here. But I did tell everyone that I plan to close my position over here. So for me, I'm still eyeing $71,000. But based on the bullish CVD that's building up here, so let's go and have a look at Mr. CVD over here. Is it still forming bullish? Yes. We now have bullish CVD against this pivot on blue and on white. Okay. Nothing yet. Almost against this pivot on blue. Okay. So Dodie, what is your name? Dodie, is it Dodie? Donnie, sorry, Donnie. Okay. I would say the best profit taking area is claiming these lows okay? But also claiming these lows because you could come down SFP from the lows and get acceptance back above. So what I would do in this scenario is observe the price reaction when you hit the lows. But I want to just check from a Fibonacci perspective. Okay, we are getting the bounce at the 786. 1, 2, 3, 4. It can't make a fifth wave to the upside because the retracement is too deep. So this is a three-wave structure. So this really looks like a three-wave structure because the retracement here has now gone too deep to still form a fifth wave. 1, 2, 3. Where's 4? Where's 5? Okay. 1, 2, 3. 4. Doesn't make sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Basically a 5-wave structure in your ABC. So 5 waves, 5 waves. But if this was a 1, 2, 3 to the upside, you at least wanted to see the 1.618 tap. Okay, not just the 1-to-1 extension. And this really looks like a 3-wave structure to the downside. So I'm going to give the bears a chance. And I'm going to say, okay, there's definitely a possibility to come and claim these lows over here. That's where I will definitely take some profits. Okay. Right, but you need to have a strategy, legends. That's what's most important, okay? When you enter a trade, please, guys, I will not stop talking about this, right? When you enter a trade, you need to know where you're going to put your stop loss. Why are you entering the trade? Where are you going to take profits? Because now, because you're in a trade at 74.4 over here, right? Because you didn't plan your trade, you have to now try and go and figure out where you're going to take profits. And then price falls to the downside. The greed starts to kick in. Okay, you fall, you're like, no, I'm not going to take profits. It looks great. Okay, no, I'm not going to take profits. And then it does that. Stops you out. No profits in the bag. Only claimed the lows where, obvious profit taking zones over here. And I mean, it is getting a reaction here at the 786 when you take a fib from the high to the low, or from the low to the high. But the only way that this structure can still be bullish, okay, to the upside, Mr. Andy, if you're still in the stream, you must probably agree with me. The only reason this structure can still be bullish to the upside based on the bullish CVD as well is what if this is a 1-2-1-2 and you're going to have an explosive third wave to the upside. It's the only bullishness that I do still see here on the table is a double 1-2 where it has now just tapped the maximum target. So if the price takes this low, it's most probably going down lower. If it stops where it stopped now, exactly where it stopped, okay, it's most probably going to come and claim the highs. So you are in a very dangerous zone, okay, in terms of trying to figure out where to take profits. So there's the possibility of claiming the lows if it loses the structure over here, because remember, in a double 1-2 combo, the maximum target is usually, okay, the 0.786, which we've tapped to perfection, to the dollar. So if this structure has any chance of still coming to claim the highs, that has to be the low. Because then it's not a 1-2-1-2 anymore, okay? If it starts tapping the 0.88, you increase the probabilities of coming to take the low. Yes, it can still be a double 1-2 combo, but you're starting to decrease the probabilities from an Elliott wave perspective. But this structure is definitely a 5-wave structure. I can clearly count 5 waves even in this structure, and the rules for a double 1-2 combo to the upside is that the impulse has to have 5-wave structures, not like a leading diagonal that can be 3-wave structures. So if there's a chance 1-2 1-2, I mean, that's where you actually need to long, right? Because the risk management is insane. If you're speculating on a double 1-2 a combo here to the upside, okay, here's your trading setup. You enter maybe here by the 786, or you sniper it, you use it as an SFP line, or you got acceptance back above these lows over here. Can you guys see? You got acceptance back above these lows, right? So this is more or less your entry zone. Your stop literally goes below this low because it can go to the 0.88. It just lowers the probabilities, but it can and still get the bounce. You never know. And you're targeting the high. Okay, that's your trading setup. But, I mean, if it's a 1-1-2 combo, I mean, you can definitely leave some of the position open because your first wave can already take you to the 1.618. So, I mean, you can definitely leave some of the position open to come and claim this high at the 1.618 if this is going to be a 1-2-1-2 bam to the upside. If it loses the 0.786, okay, it comes back down, it taps maybe the 0.8 or it taps this level, I do see a higher chance of going down lower and hitting my profit-taking zone for the short that I'm in. This is why I left some of my short open, because I know we've hit a critical level here by the 1.236. And there is a chance for an ABC and you start forming impulses back to the downside to come and claim $70,000 or $71,000. So in trying to figure out where you need to take profits, we've also identified the potential 1-1-2 combo over here. And remember, guys, if you'd like to come and trade these scenarios with me, links down in the description. Okay, so but you really want to see this level hold for a 1-1-2, where you have, okay, I need to zoom out. Let's go into the 1 minute time frame. Yes, let's super analyze the scenario over here. I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can count 5 waves inside of there. I can count a nice clean ABC structure to the downside, which tapped the 1.618 to perfection. I can see it, right? 1.618 to perfection, taking a flip from the high to the low. 1.618, a maximum target for a C wave to the downside or a correction to the downside. I can count even this is the 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but however you want to count this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can count 5 waves in there. This is a very complex corrective structure. It could be W, X, Y's, whatever the case might be. Point being, okay, we got the correction to the downside in a complex corrective structure. You want to see this as the maximum target, and now you want to see the break of the trend, okay? And that's another way to get into the trade. You wait for the break of the trend on the 1 minute time frame. Okay, stop goes below the low. Play the breakout, TP1, and we could go all the way here to $75,000. If this is a 1-1-2, and what I do like about it is it does have the recipe to be a 1-1-2 because there is 5 waves, corrective structure, maximum target 786. That's where you want the bounce to happen. We did SFP here successfully from these lows, okay? And you can imagine, guys, I know that this is the 1 minute time frame, but what if you're looking at the 4-hour time frame? All of these scenarios play out on all the time frames. They just take longer on the larger time frames. Okay. Just want to see something over here. So I mean, Donnie, you're a little bit in a pickle over here. Okay, you're a little bit in a pickle because I've explained to you the probabilities and the scenarios, and this is why you trade with risk management, because if you want to play the breakout here to the upside, okay, this is now where it becomes important to say that, okay, maybe you play the breakout over here, you're targeting the high, stop goes here below the low. Point being is you know where your stop loss is, you know why you are entering, and you know where to take profits. And then, yes, you can leave some of the position open for higher levels, but you need to pay yourself here by the high because it can reject miserably. We just never know, okay? The market is here to surprise us. If you're speculating on a short, same thing, right? If you entered here by 74,400, this is where you want to take profits, okay, by the pivots. If it breaks down, it loses... If it loses this low, okay, and that's now the thing, if it loses this low, because it might now pump here to the upside, stop you out, okay. The one thing I would definitely do is that you need to make sure that your position is protected. If you have an entry at 74,400, right over there, you need to make sure that your position is protected, at least. So if you are still speculating on a rejection to the downside, you need to protect your position. Okay, if you're not sure about your trade. Okay, let's go through some more comments. Okay, not financial advice. Sin Games, welcome. A great trader. Okay, crypto invader. Yes, bro, been very profitable, been in the community for years now, by the way, since Telegram. And is a great teacher, and mixed with everything else I learned, it's helped me to become a great trader. Yes, Mr. Sin Games. If I'm not mistaken, Sin Games, you're also a moderator on Andy's channel. I did see your spanner in Andy's channel during this week sometimes, if I'm not mistaken. I know that you absolutely smashing it. Always have a positive vibe. Appreciate having you here on the stream. Rudy, there's a sub-res level at a what? A sub-res? What the hell is a sub-res? There's a sub-res level at 73,775 being the previous all-time high. Sub-res 73,775. 73,775. I'm not sure what you mean by a sub-res, Rudy. Sin Games, biggest bear I've ever seen. Super humble and very active. No diddy. It tapped 1-to-1 to the perfection, sir. Yes, it did tap 1-to-1. I'm not sure which 1-to-1 you are referring to. Okay, because it did tap this 1-to-1 to perfection. 1-to-1 to perfection. Okay, which is also, you know, nice 1-2, 1-2. You don't really want to see this 1-2 being larger than this one. So at least they're the same length, and it has the potential to boom here to the upside. Okay, it has the potential. And we have some bullish CVD. So, I mean, mixed with all the technical analysis and the wave counting that I've done over here, you guys can see that it has the potential, okay, to break this trend and come and claim these highs. It does have the potential. It has the recipe. It has a nice recipe. Okay. But I mean, double 1-2 combos, I just want to tell you guys that double 1-2 combos can get very punchy to the upside. It does not have to reject at the 1.618 when I take this wave. Okay. Because then there's another wave, this wave. Okay. Double 1-2 combos can go to the 2.618. They can go to the 3.618. But I mean, you have your first target at this 1.618 for this wave. And then you have your second target at this 1.618. And remember, when you have a successful double 1-2 combo, okay, 1-2, 1-2, often what you get is 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. So it ends like it starts, or it ends like it starts. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. And, you know, if you're asking why does it do that, very simple. You can take the fibs here out the way, is because each wave needs to go and hit its targets. So if you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's basically where you get the 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Okay. I didn't explain that very well. I know, legends, but it does make sense. Okay. Let's go through some more comments. Mr. Pac-Man, support, resistance, sub-res support and resistance. Crypto Invader, okay. 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽, many thanks for your great explanations. Really appreciate it. Wish I would have found you earlier. Do you have fixed times for your live videos? Yeah, I mean, maybe it's something that I need to work at. Okay, I don't really have a fixed time. I do go live every single day during the week from Monday to Fridays. Sometimes I go live on a Saturday and Sunday, depending on the price action. And if we do go into parabolic price action and dominance starts dropping and the altcoins pump 20% every single day, I will most likely start going live on weekends, because it's usually on weekends where you get crazy price action on the altcoins, okay, especially if dominance drops to the downside. But I think what I need to do is fix a time for my live streams, okay. I need to fix the times, because sometimes I go live and it's usually in Central European time. It's usually from 3 o'clock okay, in the afternoon up until around about 7 o'clock where I go live. But I know I need to have a fixed time. I think it will also be nice for people to know that, okay, at this time, 𝗬𝗍𝘆 goes live, right? I think it would be nice. So I need to put in a time. Maybe I need to let you guys vote for the preferred time. Sand Manor, good to see you. Goes live. Yes, Crypto Invader, hit the bell, right? Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to know when I go live. Okay, yes, I think that's the easiest answer for right now. If you subscribed, make sure that you switch on the bell notification and you'll know exactly when I go live. Okay. Anthony, on behalf of all the members here, we love you, 𝗬𝗍𝘆. Thank you so much, Anthony. I appreciate the kind words. I'm just trying to my best to educate you guys not to lose money. And I know I can come across as harsh at times, you know, for the, especially the guy that entered here at 74,400. I don't mean to come across harsh. I'm trying to teach a lesson so that you don't make that same mistake again. Okay. And, ooh, yes, what a beautiful rejection here by the trend. Okay, are we forming local bullish CVD? That would be interesting to see. Let's go here on the 3-minute time frame. Yes, we are. Even with this little drop against this pivot, we're forming bullish CVD on yellow. So it has a chance. It has a chance. Even though we got rejected over here, it has a chance for a bounce based on yellow. Let's see how this plays out. Very curious to see how it plays out because we have bullish CVD. Sorry, guys. I sometimes I see the things, and I know you guys want me to draw it out, so forgive me. Okay, you have a higher low, and a CVD is making a lower low, which confirms that the target is the high. Okay. And it doesn't always play out. It's just technical analysis, right? And it plays out 74% of the time. So if it does get invalidated, just know that 74% of the time it does actually play out. Like what happened here. You have a high, you have a lower high, you have bearish CVD because now CVD is forming a higher high, okay? Lower high. The target is the low. Played out to perfection. Claimed the target. Okay, so CVD does play out, right? Let's see. I'm very curious to see if this potential 112 combo is going to play out over here. And if it doesn't, right, then bullish CVD invalidated. Potential SFP from the lows. I will be keeping an eye on those lows over there. But as I've mentioned, I am still keeping an eye on this consolidation area. Okay, so if I go back here onto the 5-minute time frame, very curious to see how this is going to play out. There is a trading setup that I highlighted. And please, if you'd like to come and support my channel as well, playing these little setups that I do highlight during my streams, please use the exchanges with the links down in the description where you also qualify for the biggest bonuses and lowest fees. But I'm still in this short. Okay, why are you still in that short? Yes, we have a 1.236 level. Did I show you guys where I got that from? I did show you guys where I got that from. But also, never mind the 1.236. I'm looking at this structure as a potential 3-wave structure. 1, 2, 3, which could be a B wave. Okay. Also, when I take a fib extension from the low to the high to the low, hello, hello, hello. I mean, that's where planets starts aligning. Okay, I mean, you can't make this stuff up. You have the 1.618, you have the 1.236 fib extension levels to the upside. You get these rejections with bearish CVD. I mean, I just had to enter the short over here. Okay, I entered it with a back test over here and the acceptance back below. I'm still in that short because even though I'm speculating on here on a 1.212, I don't mind getting stopped out because I already paid myself. Okay, this is why as a day trader, I teach people that you have to pay yourself. You have to protect your position because yes, you could get that move. And this is the area that I'm watching to close my position because you have a consolidation area and they usually provide support. And that is the beauty about having price action to the left. Okay, because price action, if price falls to the downside, price action to the left shows you where you can find support. This is an open area. I'm not interested in anything if price is inside of this zone. I don't care. If price is inside of this zone, I do nothing. I make popcorn and I enjoy what I see. I just sit on my hands. I do nothing. But when price comes down and it comes to areas like this, then I get interested. Especially that little low over there. Very interested in that low, that if price had to fall here to the downside, it successfully gets acceptance back above. I want to have a long in this zone. Definitely an area of interest for me. Right. Smash up the like for the education legends. How many likes do we have here on the stream? Let me see. Where's my YouTube? We have 207 people watching, if I'm not mistaken, and 151 likes. Can we get a little bit more? Let's see. 151. No likes. Like button bearish, like the price here at the moment. Or is the like button? Oh, here we go. 155 likes. There we go. Absolutely fantastic. Thanks for sharing the love. Cool. What else? Legends. Let's talk about. I've spoken about ADA. Yes, I wanted to go and have a look here at dominance. Just quickly here on dominance. Legends. I mean, for me as an investor and buying spot bags on some of my favorite altcoins is, for me personally, please go and do your own research. As long as dominance is flying to the upside, for me, that is still a great buying load up zone on some of my favorite altcoins. When dominance starts rejecting to the downside, it's too late. I'm telling you guys now, it's too late, because even with dominance creeping here to the upside, you can already see the explosions in some of our favorite altcoins breaking out. And if you think this price action is crazy, wait. Just wait until dominance falls. Then you're going to see crazy price action. It's not going to give you any chance to add to any spot bags. You must already be in. Yeah, if you haven't been accumulating over the last couple of months or year, and dominance starts falling to the downside, okay, don't be that person, because you were here today, you are still very early. Don't be that person that comes onto my live stream and asks me over here, should you be buying this altcoin or that altcoin? I'm going to say no, because we as a community are already taking profits. No, you can day trade them, but you do not buy spot bags. You do not want to be that person that buys the top, right? You don't want to be this person, guys. If I zoom, you don't want to be that person that bought the top, okay? Don't be that person. You are, I cannot stress enough to you guys that you are still early. And I know Link looks like an absolute disaster over here where I did my technical analysis. Let me just clean it up. Take this. Where's the folder? Okay, clean it up. Right, Link looks very good. Okay, Link looks really good, and I'm sure Andy, for those of you that follow Andy as well, Andy's most probably extensively spoken about it. But when you take a FIP here from the low to the high, I see beautiful 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 W, X, Y, ABC, whatever you want to call the corrective structure. Okay, from a timing perspective, it makes sense from the low to the high. The correction is already past the 0.618, approaching the 1-to-1 extension. I mean, like, it's just showing you the right signs, okay? And if you compare, and this is what I wanted to show you guys. If you look at, let me put it here on regular scale. If you look at Link over here, let's try and draw that bullish pennant, okay? There's the pennant. Oops. Guys, sorry, I'm stuffing this up a little bit over here. Okay. But basically there's your bullish pennant, just very roughly drawn. Okay. It has not even broken out properly, but you can see that it is consolidating here sideways. And I want to see if it's not going to look better on lock scale. Let's see if it looks better on lock scale. Oh, not really. Let's leave it on regular. The reason I jump between log scale and regular scale, guys, is because some altcoins, just the technicals respects, especially the trend lines, looks way better on the logarithmic than the regular. Okay, especially on the larger time frames. But Link, it looks like it loves the regular. So I would say Link has not broken out just as yet. So it still has a chance. Okay, where most of the altcoins, like Doge, for example, has done this. Doge is already here. So you still have the opportunity to catch some of them early. Okay, look at Doge. On the daily time frame, this is what I mean. Right? Look at Mr. Doge over here. It's already almost at the highs over here. Almost at the highs. Look at Link. Is still sleeping. Okay, it still needs to wake up. So some of the alts are still in buy zones. So when someone asks me, should I buy Doge as part of my spot bags? I'm like, why don't you go look at something? Okay, go down your list from the altcoins that you really, really love, and you go look at something that has not popped yet. Okay. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, we're getting the breakout on Mr. Bitcoin over here. Is the 112 combo going to play out? Yes. I mean, that's the breakout, guys. I mean, FYI, okay, I did highlight this trade. I hope you guys are taking the trade with the link down in the description. Okay. If you're playing the breakout over here, but I mean, this was a beautiful bounce with a bullish CVD, more locally, the bullish CVD. Okay. It has the potential. This structure really has the potential to maximum target. Let's go and work out maximum target from that low to this low. Ooh, I mean, depending on how punchy this is going to get, but if this is forming a 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5, I see this 1.618 at $77,000. I don't even want to say that number because some people will just do this and if price turns around before we get there, okay, maybe price turns around before we get there. And it's like, but 𝗬𝗿𝘆𝗽, you said no. Okay, you guys need to take profits. TP1, I'm highlighting TP1 now. TP1, TP2 here by the highs, and then you can leave some of the position open to come and claim potentially this level. Okay, but you still have your 1 2. Yeah, I would ideally, if price gets really punchy here to the upside, where I usually take profits is by the 1.236 because I like to get out of the party before the bar fight starts. Okay, or before the police comes and they raid everyone, and you know, the dogs that sniffs the drugs and whatever. Before the shit starts, I like to leave the party before the shit starts. Okay, because that's where people start fighting over profits. Right, it has a chance. It has a chance. Do we see any weakness in the price from a CVD perspective? Not yet. Still looks strong. I don't see weakness against this pivot. No bearish CVD. It looks like it could continue here to the upside, but that is why we trade with stop losses. Okay, the reason we trade with stop losses, and I would tighten up that stop loss. Okay. If you're playing the breakout over here, your trade now looks like this. If you didn't enter over here and you're now entering the breakout, your trade would look something like this. I just want to do this. Let's just target the high at the 1-to-1 extension. It's still a beautiful 4.1 risk to reward. Smash up the like for the live trade here in action. I'm not sure if any of you, let me know if you are inside of this long, okay? Or let me know down in the comments. Let me know if you guys are inside of this long. 𝗬𝗿𝘆𝗽, come on, man, do SHIB, please. Let's do SHIB. Let's do SHIB before the people get upset with me. Mr. SHIB, where are you? I did. Okay, let's look at Mr. Shiba Inu over here. Yeah, it looks great. Done. Right? I had a look at it. Okay, Mr. SHIB. Just what an absolute pump here to the upside. I wanna see if it was this one over here. If you take a fib extension from the low to the high to the low, I mean, look at where it went. It tapped. Can you guys see? You have a, is this a 1-2-1-2? But basically you have a fib extension from this low to the high to the low. Look at where you tapped it. 2.618. That's why I'm telling you guys that these double 1-2, this looks like a 1-2-1-2, but then it just had this to the upside where you wanted to see a 4-5-4-5. So maybe not a double 1-2-1-2. But regardless of how you count it from an Elliott wave perspective, what is also always most interesting to me is from a fib extension perspective. It had a small little reaction here at the 1.618. And then it just said, stuff you, I want to go to the next 618. So you guys can see how explosive they can get to the upside. Okay. So, I mean, obviously the reason you want me to have a look at SHIB is like, you know, where can we go to from here? And it looks like we already broke out. Okay, so you missed this breakout. I do like that it's consolidating sideways outside of the trend. That is a good sign. Okay, it is consolidating sideways and you have multiple high time frame candle closes outside of the trend, which means that you're either going to continue going sideways until you get the pop or it's about to happen, right? That's so I'm seeing the bullish signs over here. That is what's great here at the moment. Also, when you take, what you want to do as a trader is you want to take a fib from the high to the low. Okay, you can see where fib is, where Shiba Inu is struggling, is at the 0.382. Beautiful support, resistance, okay, resistance here at the moment. This is where it is can like to be struggling at the moment. And then I have a trend running here to the upside. So as long as it can keep this trend, the momentum is most likely going to be up. So I would say this is your home line, your safety line. And as long as your stop loss is below this line, you should be safe. And if price moves back to the home line, that's usually the home buys are the best buys. That's what I like to say. The home buys are the best buys. Okay. So if price comes back down, it sweeps up these lows. So for a nice trading setup, and I don't know if it's going to happen or the price is just going to leave without us, but if Shiba Inu gives you the opportunity where price comes back down and it sweeps up these lows, price comes back down, it bounces on the trend, it has support over here and above the high. Okay, it has a nice little order block over here. If Shiba Inu comes back down and you see this price action and it gets acceptance back above these lows, I mean, that is a golden entry. Okay, because then you stop out all of these longs, people that's been building up positions over here, you stop all of them out, and then you get that euphoric move to the upside. So definitely a trade, long trade that I as a technical trader would be interested in. And I'm just trying to see if there's another way to get in. Okay, this is why I don't like to day trade Shiba Inus, because like, where do you put your trend? Like this week, has it broken out? Is it this one? Was it this one? It's not an easy day trading coin. It's more of an investment. I can see that it has respected some of the trends here. Okay, I mean, there was a beautiful breakout. So it is respecting some of the trends. I have to do a little bit of back testing just to see how it respects the trends and the breakouts here to the upside. I mean, this is the same breakout basically. But yes, I mean, this is just sideways consolidation. This is just sideways consolidation. So from a breakout perspective, there's not really a clear trend line, okay, because it's chopping through at the moment. Not an easy one to get in where it is right now. Okay. Yes, I mean the best trading setups is sweeping up these lows, like I've explained, bouncing on the trend. And then the other trading setup is, and it's a little bit more risky because the train might leave without you, is that it needs to break the value area high. It needs to break above, and you want to buy the retest with some, you want to buy the retest, because at the moment it can just reject and go back to the bottom. It hasn't left the value area range inside of this consolidation area yet. So not easy to get into this trade. I mean, this is the highest probable setup that I see over here. And if it just continues here to the upside, I mean, how do you get in? Okay. It's just this, unless you wait for the breakout, you hope for the retest, and that's where you get in, because you want to see the breakout first. This is just rejecting here at the moment. That doesn't look good. Okay. If you're going to FOMO in here, what if it comes back down? Because it hasn't broken out from the range. So it can still be ranging for much longer, and then you long over here, and then you get stopped out. Or you deep underwater, because I think these are quite significant moves. 14%. I mean, that's a big move, okay? If you're trading this with leverage, you're going to get liquidated. So that's basically my analysis here on Shiba Inu. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Say is breaking trend. Thank you, man. I love you. Thank you so much. Looks like it's emming down. Is it emming down? No, it's still going up. It's still going up. Emming down? No, it's still going. It's still going. Let's see. I'm very curious to see how this is going to play out. And tomorrow with my stream, depending on how this plays out, we can go and either celebrate the long year to the upside, or celebrate that you got stopped out with great risk management. And then maybe, I will still consider a SFP from these lows. Okay, let's just look at the bearish case scenario. I will still consider an SFP from these lows, especially if price turns around and it continuously creates bullish CVD against this pivot. I will still speculate on an SFP, but I will be aggressive with profit taking, because this could be a really bearish move, okay, where it invalidates the 112. I can get a nice little bounce, take profits here by resistance. I can take profits because it could continue to my TP area over here. But I will be very interested in an SFP from this low. Okay, you do have that nice little consolidation area there that can provide support. You have continuous bullish CVD. Only if there's bullish CVD, your SFP here from these lows, I will speculate on a long, but I will be very aggressive with profit taking, especially here by the resistance zone. Okay, so we have to just look at the bearish case scenarios, but for now it is pump. It can like to be pumping here to the upside. So far so good. Okay, looks great. I don't spot any weakness just as yet. Okay, no weakness. CVD is just moving with price. It's not showing any aggressive longs entering at the moment. Nada. It's actually showing nothing. It's actually showing, I wanted to make a stupid comment, but it's actually showing nothing. Right, very neutral at the moment. Yes, Lucky's say breaking out. Do I have say? Sui? Is it Sui or is it say? How do you guys say? I'm not sure. Doop. Let me see if I have this one. Oh, I don't have it, but I do like the Binance ones. I always prefer to chart on Binance because it is the exchange with the highest amount of volume in the world. So, yeah. The reason I'm aiming over here is that, okay, wait, sorry, I'm on the wrong time frame. I thought that was the 15-minute time frame. Okay, let's go to the 1 hour. I just want to make sure. I mean, you need to have these trends. I like, I'm a little bit of I'm not a perfectionist in life at all. I'm very messy, but when it comes to trading, I'm a perfectionist. Okay, you just have to be, because you could miss trades based on your levels. Okay, so you've already broken out from this mini trend over here. You've already broken out. Beautiful retest. And now what I would prefer to see over here, I would prefer on the 15-minute time frame, I would prefer to see a solid 15-minute, at least a 15-minute body candle close above. Okay, preferably a 1 hour body candle close above, because at the moment, all it's showing me is rejection. Okay, it's not claiming the level. It's just not claiming it yet. It's just rejecting here by the trend line. So it has broken out from this one. It's already done a beautiful retest, but it's not claiming the bigger trend yet. So if the price had to break out with a solid 1 hour candle close above and it comes back for retest, even better. Okay, then I will play the momentum to the upside. But no, it's not breaking out. It has already broken out, but it hasn't broken out from this trend over here. Okay. Bitcoin, are you still, oh man, come on Bitcoin, show us the upwards momentum. Show us the upwards momentum. Are we forming, where we go, right? Are we making bearish CVD? Nada. Are we making bullish CVD? Nada. It's just neutral at the moment. Would like to see that nice little pump to the upside. But you know, that's why I highlighted the bearish case scenario as well, legends. We just have to be prepared, okay? If price smacks back down here, where did we get rejected? From a FIB extension or 50%? Can you guys see? Oof, how beautifully Fibonacci levels get respected. 50% rejection to the downside, okay? Let's see. Okay, bearish case scenario. If we do not get the bounce from where we are, okay, this has to be, like I've highlighted, this has to be the low for the 112 combo. Has to be the low. If we take this low, the probabilities significantly starts increasing. It's no more 112. This is maybe an ABC at the 1-to-1 extension, got the rejection, and we could be building impulses to the upside, of which this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C. This is why I want to play this SFB. Okay, so and that is the most important aspect about trading, is having a plan to the upside and having a plan to the downside. And if you do go to the downside, I have another plan. So depending on what price action does, I can execute my plans. You have to have a bullish and a bearish plan, and another bearish plan and another bullish plan at certain levels, because the market is here to surprise us. I would really like to see some bullish CVD building up against these pivots. Oh, there we go. There we go. Are we going to take the low? Are we going to take the low? I don't want us to take the low. Let's see. We do have bullish CVD. We do have some bullish CVD on yellow. Can you guys see? On yellow, we have some bullish CVD. But we already had bullish CVD against this pivot, so it does weaken it. When you have CVD playing out against the same pivot, it does give it some weakness and lowers the probabilities. Okay, you already had bullish CVD against those two pivots. The target was the high. It did claim the high. Now you're forming bullish CVD again against the same pivot, which doesn't invalidate it. It just lowers the probability of it playing out. Ooh, okay, cool. Very interesting indeed. Hi, 𝗬𝗍𝗿, where to study technical analysis, Elliott waves in a professional way? I can tell you guys now that every book that I've ever read or bought about trading has helped me nothing. The best way that I learned was from people that actually knows how to do technical analysis on YouTube. That's how I learned. I learned from people that actually know how to trade. Okay, I learned a lot from Andy. Andy was is one of the people that taught me how to do swing failure patterns, and he also gave me some clues from a risk management perspective. There's a couple of people that I follow, but if you want to learn, Elliott wave scenarios, okay, go to. Can you guys see this? Right. Elite currency. This is the site you want to go to. If you want to learn Elliott waves, the best source of information that I have found on Elliott wave theory is this website. Better than any book that I've ever read, any YouTube channel that I've ever seen. Well, not really the YouTube. Let's park the YouTube channels, because I am a visual learner and I learn easier by watching people. And I guess that is why I enjoy absorbing knowledge from YouTube from a visual perspective, because I'm a visual learner. I like to see what people are showing me. I'm not really a theoretical person, but this is the best site that explains everything very well, and I can vouch for it's better than any book that I've ever read on Elliott wave theory. They have examples, they show you flats, they show you WXYs, they show you zigzags, triple zigzags. They have everything inside here with Fibonacci, with rules that you need to follow, the guidelines. They have everything. Here's the contracting diagonal, 1, 2, 3. Can you guys see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? It's either a 3-wave structure or it's 5-wave structures. They show you everything inside this website. So here's the website. You guys know where to find it. Elite Currency, okay, is the author. And then from a technical perspective, I basically just followed the right people. Okay, I went through a shit show on YouTube in the beginning where I just followed the wrong people. I followed the people with, that show off the things that they are buying with their money, the millions of dollars, the mansions that they stay in, the Ferraris that they drive. I thought by people showcasing those things on YouTube, know how to trade, and therefore they have bought those things with their trading money, only to find out that more than 90% of YouTubers that use things to show off what they have done with trading wasn't from trading. It is people that got lucky, that bought Bitcoin at an early phase, or they bought ETH at a very early phase, or they got lucky with a meme coin. It was from an investment perspective that most of these people made massive amounts of gains, and then they start YouTube channels telling people that they know how to trade. But when you actually watch their channels, they don't know how to trade. Okay, they've got lots of money to throw into trades, but they cannot consistently make profits week after week, month after month, and live off the profits. They can't. They just keep on throwing money into their accounts because they're bleeding it out when people are not watching. Ghost, it's a website. Yes. What car you drive? You guys are going to laugh if you know what car I drive. I am not a materialistic person at all. I like to spend my money on experiences. I like good food. I like to go to places. I like to fish. I like to travel. I like to do things with my money. I don't like to buy things with my money. Okay. I, at the moment, have a Hyundai Getz 2007 model. Paid off, nothing better than a paid off car, right? And I don't care, right? I don't care. I remember with my previous business, I was the CEO of my previous business, and my staff used to come to work with their Mercs and their BMWs and they fancy cars, and then there's the CEO that parks there with his Hyundai Getz. People used to ask me why don't you buy yourself a new car or a fancy car? And it's like, because it still drives. I'm not a car person. Okay. Devil, did you ever make enough trading to upgrade your phone? Yes, I did. I'm actually getting my phone tomorrow. My dream is for this to be my job. 100% trader. Yes. And I can tell you guys, it looks amazing. You're trading for a living. I think pros and cons, there's always pros and cons about everything in life. The biggest pro for me about trading is that you truly, truly, truly only work for yourself. You have no boss. You have no customers. You don't have to keep anyone happy but yourself. That to me is the biggest benefit of trading. Because with my previous businesses and even in the corporate industry that I used to work at, is I even as a CEO of a company, which is the highest position in a company, you still have to report to the board. The board reports to the shareholders. You still have to keep your customers happy. Like even with the highest level of position inside of a company, you still report to someone and you still have to keep someone happy. someone else besides yourself. Okay. So I think for me, that's the biggest benefit of trading. Car payments suck. Yes. I mean, you want to drive a fancy car, you need to suck up those payments. You know, that's what it comes down to. So the car you drive is life. And me, Honda too, right? Awesome, lol. Good man. I drive my car until it falls down. Yes, I'm in the same boat. I might consider getting myself another car, but it's not going to be anything fancy. I really want to get myself a small little bucky. I want something a little bit more practical. And I don't dream about Ferraris or Lamborghinis. I think they look nice. They look sexy. But have you guys ever driven a Lamborghini? It is fucking uncomfortable. It is the hardest, most uncomfortable drive that I've ever had in my life. It looks sexy from the outside. It drives like shit. It's hard. The suspension, the seats hit your bum when you go over humps. No, man, it's not nice. It's really not a nice experience. Toyota are amazing. Devil, did you invest in Bitcoin at 3K or into the market in 2021? I entered the market in 2017. Okay. Very true. Time ago, I had my own company. Today, I work for others. I am a developer, but I love cryptocurrencies. Yes, yes. Just don't get pros. What? Ford Raptor is the best car ever. Safety aspect #1. Yes, I have seen the Ford Raptors. Really nice cars. I had a newer BMW and returned it as soon as I heard about the subscription for heated seats. I can't even drive. Too anxious. Okay. Now I love to drive. That's where I listen to some music. I let my mind go, and absolutely fantastic. Legends. I've been spending a lot of time here on the live streams. Hi, Devil. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I learned a lot from you. You are crypto hero. Thanks so much, Trading Wind. I appreciate the kind words. Thank you so much. Okay, BTC may touch. Good support after touching. Right, legends. I'm gonna just say it out loud. I am exhausted. This light shining in my eyes. I've been here for over 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for joining. Appreciate all the love. Let's see how these scenarios play out on Bitcoin, right? Oof, SFP here from the low. Don't like it. That looks a little bit bearish. Okay, we were speculating. I mean, this was the last bullish scenario that I could see over here. So it's either an ABC and it's going to continue momentum to the downside, or it's a 1 2 1 2 but now it still has a chance because it hasn't claimed the low. Okay, it still has a chance, but it doesn't look great. Okay, but it's still holding the 786 level over here when you take a flip from the low to the high. Okay, it has a chance. It has a chance. Let's see how this plays out. Cool, legends. We have our training plan, or our long year to the downside that we're looking for. We know what to look for if this structure decides to explode here to the upside. Let's see how it plays out. Thanks for joining the live stream. I appreciate every single one of you. If you have not smashed the like button, please do so on your way out. Hit subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers for now.